We're live again. The first one did not work, lol. So my name is Mighty Owl, and here I have PSI right next to me, and we have the great Thomas from Warrior Cats, and I'll let you lead from there.
Yeah, hello, welcome in everyone. We're going to be sitting in on SS Sardines versus Hello Kitties. We've already had our first map pick with Sardines selecting Escort and Hello Kitties picking Rialto. Um, we're going to be getting into it in a minute here after a bit of a bumpy start with
Oh,
production.
oh my gosh, it was very bumpy. This is not what I planned. I appreciate everybody's patience. So where I live, my internet has been down for basically 2 days now. And in order to make this stream happen, the great PSI is allowing me to use his whole setup. So thank you. Okay, so now we need to swap over to the casting screen, and then we get to see. All right, so we have PSI's production, and yes, this is week 2. So you predicted that this is a really good poke map. So you think you're gonna see a lot of Sigma and
I
Ash.
expect we'll see quite a bit of poke here. It looked like they were picking Sigma and Ash in the bit of a pre-picking there. Got to be careful in these custom games. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
go the throw comp for the first 5 seconds. Throw them off. No one expects it.
True. True. Pick the
um,
hog. I don't know. My comp games, I see hog all the time on Rialto. At least first point.
we'll see what we end up with here.
Ooh. Oh.
The
Did I just
hog,
say hog?
the
And they're on.
offensive Torb will certainly be interesting if they roll out
Uh.
on it, but
Uh.
a lot of time left
Mhm.
in the spawn rooms
I
to
mean,
do a bit of
Torb
trolling on the cast.
is nice and tanky, and you can spam down lanes. Yeah. I don't know. Torb can get them. I usually see Torb on a defense though, not necessarily attack. And
Yeah, I
it's
think it can be difficult. Rialto has a lot of these really long sight lines, but to get the turret up and running, like typically that's why Torb is better on defense because you'll set up the turret pre. Whereas if it's really good if you can get it set up on one of those long sight lines, but it's pretty much just going to get gunned down immediately. And we do see them switching over. Well, they still haven't decided
oh
yet.
oh
Seems like
oh.
we're going to be seeing the Far
Pharah gonna
Mercy there.
Pharah Mercy. I love
Got
some Pharah
double flex
Mercy.
support coming out from the side of SS Sardines. So a lot of healing to be able to mitigate that that Pharah poke coming through. Choosing not to play this high ground initially is definitely a bit strange. They might regret that, giving up a lot of the space control to the Pharah, who can now kind of just hover over this building. You don't
No,
have a great angle on her there.
no, they don't. No, I will say, I believe the double flyers, that's going to be from Hello Kitties, and then the SS Sardines will be the Sigma poke comp on defense. I think I heard you correctly.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, they gave up a lot of space already to this corner. See if they're kind of look here. The Pharah going main is not going to apply a lot of pressure, but now she's looking for this kind of side off angle here, catching that Ana, getting her a little bit low. And now they're kind of forced to back up a lot.
And I think it makes sense why the Sardines are giving up a bit more space because the Sigma poke they do much better at mid range and they don't want that like hawk trying to force the ball, and playing that blue corner is really important.
Yeah, this is a really, really strong corner here. Oh, Sigma getting caught out by the hook, and they are able to finish him off. That's going to give Pharah free reign, getting really, really aggressive here, looking to catch a few more. She is going to get caught out, though, by the Ashe. But the insta-res coming in, they gotta hope to dodge a hook here. One more going down would seal the point. A good shield block coming in there from Bastion main, so they are going to be able to come in with the recontest. Still not a lot of ults on either side, getting really close to this Pharah ult, though, which is going to be dangerous when they love to come over this roof.
Oh,
Bastion main super, super low. Hands already forced, but the Hog low as well. That is going to be trading out the Hog and the Baptiste. That Pharah ult online, she's looking for it though. It's gonna come in, clearing out this Sigma, and that's probably gonna be point cap here. They do throw in the Bob, but he doesn't manage to get on the cart. Now just the one Sojourn and the Ana alive, and that's gonna be a pretty fast point cap for Hello Kitties there.
No, but they did burn 3 ultimates. They burned both DPS and Kitsune, which I think might have been a bit of an over ult. Because I feel like Hello Kitties had a pretty secure.
Yeah, SS Sardines coming in with an absolutely massive ult bank here. It's gonna be probably like 4 to 3.
Yeah.
but you got a lot of strong ults coming out here with both double support ults. Oh, they are gonna choose to give up the window here, switching over to the Juno. That's really interesting.
I'm excited. I like Juno. I think Blizzard did a good job on that.
Yeah, we're getting the buff patch. Oh, we see the Mercy Glock coming in here. Looking at it, but yeah, I really don't like SS Sardines. Just giving up a lot of space here. I mean, I think they're pretty scared to play into this hog comp. Bashamane falling really low. Morgie trying to get the kill there, but is going to get caught out. Good Bell going to save anyone from dying from the flux, but now they're looking to get aggressive with the nano here. Ginny going to find the kill though. Bashamane desperately trying to get any finishes here, but the support's doing a really good job keeping this Ashe up.
Yeah, I do appreciate seeing how Kitties taking multiple angles. And not everyone is funneling down main, which is causing SSRD to kind of split their focus, which is good.
Bob going to come in here early. Already going to fall low on the cart here. They're looking to finish him off before the fight really gets started, but the healer's going to keep him up. Kitsune Rush going to force them to give up even more space, and a pick onto the Ana is going to make healing really low. Bashamane getting super low here. Needs some help to stay in the fight. But yeah, Hello Kitties playing aggressive. Getting these kills.
I think Noah just became a DPS player there for a second.
Yeah, seems like they're struggling to find a bit of an answer here. I think the Pharah putting on a lot of really good pressure is making the Sigma a little bit scared to take that Hawk tool. But speaking of the tanks, they both swapped now. Oh, that really early pick with no res available on the side of Sardines is going to probably force another backup here. You really don't want to give up this corner.
No. Kind of like when you have that corner.
There's just not a lot of space to work with there. There's already a lot of charge though, so they need to have a good hold on this corner. Oh, but the Ashe getting picked again.
I was worried Bob couldn't.
Yeah, Bob gets out, but they're starting all these fights down one. We're gonna see the Juno out coming in here. This is gonna give them a lot of space to work with. This Zarya getting really aggressive here. Super high charge as well. Gonna find the pick onto the D.Va here. Not gonna have time to get the stagger. Oh, or the finish. A nice Suzu coming in there, keeping Morgie alive. Bashamane's still with a lot of charge.
Yeah, I want SS Sardines, they don't have to like go for blood. I think having them stabilize, let the enemy team back up, let them get their resources,
Yeah.
get their resources to start the next fight.
Checking these off angles is super important, and as long as your Zarya has charge, I mean, they pretty much have to wait for their D.Va mech to engage here. They bob in early, but like they basically can't push. They finally get the mech back now. They basically just had they kind of threw Bob away there. They're just able to finish him super early. Oh, the Far Barrage, not gonna catch a lot, but able to finish off the Bash. I mean, we're just gonna take out the main source of damage here for SS Sardines. It's gonna start getting a little scary, and they're able to res the Pharah anyway. Bomb gonna find the Ana. Now down to a 3v5. Zarya coming back, but they're going to lose two more before then. Zarya just going for this desperation touch. They have the nano. They have two ults dead in spawn right now. See if they're able to get any use out of them before they get out. Ana desperately looking to nano this Zarya, and she's going to be just a second late.
Oh, if only Ana could nade herself.
Yeah, really unfortunate not being able to use the nano or the high noon there. I mean, you never want to go into the end of a round with two ults in the bank. But just Hello Kitty's doing a really good job finding these picks pre-fight. I mean, it felt like every single fight there was 4v5 in Hello Kitty's favor.
Right. Yeah. Okay. They said my volume's a bit low. That if you're in the yellow, that's where you want to be. Oh, data errors and okay, we're okay. Okay. So, from my observation on at least for this first round. It felt like SS Sardines just could not catch a break.
Yeah, seems like they kind of got, you know, punched in the face early, and we're just kind of reeling the rest of the match.
Yeah.
I think it's almost a little counterintuitive, but you kind of have to play aggressive into that Pharah. If you let her bully you out of all your space, I mean, the best way to take out Pharah, right, is either like super hard focus the Pharah, or you kind of just got to take like that 3v5 with the front lines. And if you're letting the Pharah kind of bully your front line out of the fight super early, it's really tough to be able to manage the angles then. If the Pharah gets to play wherever she wants and your DPS are kind of forced into you know, the angles where she knows you're contesting, it can be
Mhm.
really, really tough to take care of that Pharah.
And it is tough. So as a Sardines, they did not have the Mercy, so the Ashe and the Cass were kind of dealing with
Alley here.
both of them.
Not gonna
Yeah,
find
for Mercy. And, like once you get one
Reaper on the
kill,
Mercy super early, she's weak. Really nice Suzu there from Noya to keep the Mercy alive. Bastion main falling early though.
I think the Winston is gonna, Bastionman's gonna have trouble finding a good target to dive on, just because there's so much mobility, and Tank is, or Hog is just so oppressive against a Winston.
Yeah, getting in on this Ashe is going to be their entrance here. Oh, but a nice hook, gonna catch that early, and that's going to delay another fight.
Yeah.
Wow, the Tracer, yeah, the Tracer going down is just really rough. You're not, especially because that's one of the characters you need to set up to really be able to push this high ground effectively. They're going to get a little bit of card push here. LFGS doesn't want to get super aggressive. Wow, but that Winston just evaporating off that jump.
Yeah,
I think you got it.
Like, even if Bastionman gets the Ashe, his teammates have to make sure the res doesn't come off, because like if you kill somebody, I mean if they get the res up, it's like killing 6 people instead of 5.
Yeah, it's tough to be able to. I will say the Ashe is playing relatively alone up there. If they're able to get the Tracer set up with the Winston, it should be a fairly effective dive because they don't have the Hog on the high ground. Switch over to the Mauga here, just opting to kind of trade the front lines instead.
I do like that Mauga swap. I mean,
Mauga
I think
here,
Mauga's
he's gonna
become
become.
Flexer.
Oh yeah. That's gonna come out, and they're not able to catch him while he's kind of frozen there in midair, looking for the finish on this Kiri. She's gonna be able to TP out, but still weak in this mini room behind. Now super awkwardly split here. The Kiri trying to get teleport back up, gonna be able to sneak out. But again, it's a 3v5 here. They're not able to find any of these picks. They're getting people low, but not able to convert.
Not sticking out to spirit. Now we do have some good ultimate coming up. Chefno with the pulse, maybe you can stick it on potentially the Ashe or the Mercy. And we have a Blossom. Maybe if they save Blossom for the cage from Ashen main, that would be a pretty good combo. Just gotta bait out the
yeah, I'd be a little worried about using. Oh no, that's gonna be hook off the map.
Oh, it's a boot. Oh, I'm getting kind of stealing
into the boot combo. Yeah, stealing that ult charge from their hard-working Roadhog.
Yeah.
But yeah, wait, you gotta be careful with this. Yeah, they are just not finding what they're looking for. They're gonna switch over to the Queen here instead. And I don't know. I respect trying different things out, but you're also just kind of throwing ultimates away. You really need to be able to do something here. I'm gonna go in really deep in the backline, see if they're just kind of able to fly out of this, but it's gonna headshot Juno. She's not gonna be able to sneak out of there. Pharah gonna convert one as well.
I think
Pulse bomb.
The Queen's gonna be hard because you gotta make sure you don't get a lot of poke from Queen. So you gotta make Queen rotations into cover. But Mercy gets a res off, even though Bastionman gets picked off.
Definitely a bit of an over-ult here.
Yeah.
See if they're able to convert off that. I don't think they needed probably the Kitsune or the Hog ult there. But they also, because of these swaps, they're still in the oh my god! Chef Momo cooking up in the kitchen right now. 2 easy picks on the DPS is going to force a big backup from the Hello Kitties. This is the most space SS Sardines has had all day, and they're going to look to capitalize on it. Reaper TPing deep here, trying to get on top of this Hog. Burns shift really early though, going to make it a little dangerous to peek this hook.
No, we
you see
have
Lafara sneaking around on the side.
Right, we have been holding Reaper for a while, so I'm hoping.
See if she comes out here. She's
gonna
Chef Momo gonna find one, but it's traded. Genie coming in from the far from behind, gonna pop it here. Trying to look to find that Juno, is gonna convert it. Reaper gonna find 2 though.
3.
And unless Genie can pull out some heroics,
4.
It is gonna be a first point cap.
Good. But they also they did burn 3. So Sardines did burn 3 ults, but I think to cap a point overall, it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't cap that, you're not saving ults or anything anyway. So, and actually they are still kind of up in the ult economy. I think Hello Kitties is definitely probably still feeling that fight where they pop the Kitsune and the Hog ult kind of at the end of the fight there. Still a little bit down tempo. Ooh, but Chef Momo going down is really rough because that's going to limit your ability to take this far out of the sky. Really going to force a bit of a backup here. I do think the sightline for Widow here is a little tougher. It's especially if that Pharah is kind of playing behind the building, you can kind of send her in this like left side. I don't know what this is. Hotel area. Yeah, the pick gonna be immediately converted into the res. They're going early, but their Widow's still not back. finally a 5v5 now. Quino going in deep, gonna find a few, but Zuzu'd early. Morgie catching the Reaper ult with the hook, but still the conversions coming in, and they're able to clean up the fight there. Really, really good use of ultimates. Way to play it up tempo there.
So I guess that you don't necessarily need the Ana nades if you're gonna have Quino, and you have double shotguns on the Hog, which is a pretty nice burn. And Morgie has realized maybe I should swap and eat some of that damage coming at me.
We'll see what the Widow's able to cook up here. Gonna have the sights available. Looking to go on this left side flank. Oh, jump shot coming in here. Gonna find the Pharah out of the air. We'll see if they're looking to res that. I think they might still be on cooldown. No, they are gonna have it. Knife onto it. Gonna deny it though. Really, really nice knife there for Bastion Main. Now they're looking to get aggressive here. Kitsune popped in response. They just want to run through it though. Looking to get so much damage on this D.Va. She's gonna pop out of mech here. All these knife cleave, getting it back super fast for Bastion Main. Bob stalling on the cart a little bit, but the rest of the team kind of able to clean that up. It is gonna stall their advance though. Buy them time for their D.Va to get back.
Reset? Oh,
but their D.Va never died. She's still out of mech.
Are we ready to see a big
and Suzu burning early here. This is gonna be a big. The crunch finding the Reaper is disastrous. Oh, what a tempo swing. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Either back up really quick or just die on card.
Yeah, they need to get out of here.
Yeah, no stagger.
Maybe time for 2 fights, but yeah, losing one here. Oh, Momo's so low. Oh, the Pharah gonna hunt her down in the end. Pharah now looking to clean up another. Bastion Main going really deep here. Needs to be careful. You do not want to get staggered here.
The Sardines just take a break, wait until they get all 5, and then press.
Yeah, Sardines has a lot to work with here. They're gonna swap over to the Echo off the Widow near. See if they're looking up. That's gonna force the Suzu, but not able to hit everyone. Few people still anti-tier. They're looking for the kills. Able to find the Mercy early. Bomb not gonna catch anyone either. Looking for the remech crunch. Gonna avoid it this time. Reaper teleporting to the backline. Gonna pop the ultimate. Getting a few people. The D.Va was out of mech from the bomb attempts. Now he's able to retreat back. Nessa Sardine still rolling strong. 2 ults still in the bank here, and strong ones at that. And they're not even gonna need to use them, it looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, really, really good adjustment there. I mean, first point looked scary,
like
and I think a really nice comeback there.
That was. I'm very, very happy that SS Sardines. I don't know what they're saying in their team chats, but it seems like it's working, and Bastion Main might actually be a Queen main.
This guy might be cooking.
Might be cooking. No,
yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
What they come out with here. I mean, they tried quite a few different comps, swapped around quite a bit, but at this beginning, they really needed those Widow picks from Momo. So yeah, it looks like they are gonna go for the Widow here. See if they can open it up early again. I think that's a good call. I don't think they cap this first without that Widow swap. So I think being able to keep that pressure, denying this high ground, because they were having some trouble accessing it, even with that Winston Tracer dive. I think being able to have the Widow pressure on that high ground is going to help force a more even fight.
And even if Widow doesn't secure kills, it's just like pressuring those angles that force Ashe and Pharah to play safer and not as in the open and impressive as they were earlier. And that's what I was going to say. I was like, is Chef Momo going to pick the Widow? Because that's realistically what allowed Sardines to get that first cap.
We'll see the early Widow scope in here. Looking for it on this high ground. But yeah, this Ashe just going to totally opt to give it up instead. They don't want to mess around with the Widow at all. I mean, but even that, like, look at how much space this Widow just bought them this first high ground for essentially nothing. And now she has this long sight line.
Yes.
Gonna be able to go up top, has the Widow pocket as well, but the Pharah looking to finish. A nice air shot conversion there by Ginny. Rez gonna come in. Mercy gets weak, but she's able to stay alive. Hook on the Bastion Main. DPS really low here, but Chef Momo finding the pick. They do have Rez available. They're able to get it off, but they're gonna trade for it. That's still gonna be a +1. Ginny on this flank though. Gonna catch Chef Momo and Insert, looking to rotate that. Now super scrappy fight here, as Ginny's still trying to get back to their team. Gonna be caught out though. They have the queen aggressing onto this Kiriko. Gets the knife. Probably not able to convert it. Everyone's so weak, struggling. Any ult online here could be the absolute difference. Basherman getting super, super close. The Ashe is picking in here. The Mercy's back as well. Queen ult now coming online. We get the res onto the Ashe. Oh, but they don't touch!
They don't touch, no.
We still commit the Queen ult though. It's gonna be able to clean up a few kills.
Honestly, I think that's okay, because like, Basherman is building their Queen ult so quickly that I think by the next time at the end of this team fight, they'll probably be like 70 to 80% on their ult.
Yeah, Morgie going ahead and swapping over the Zarya, looking to deny some of that Junker Queen value, bubbling off some knife targets, blocking Rampage. Now we see it close to a lot of ults here from the side of SS Sardines, but not quite there. But this barrage early could be very dangerous, especially paired with a good bubble. She's coming in, looking for it now, coming in. It's not finding anything, but it is going to finish off the Bastion main. That's an absolutely massive pick. They are going to res it, but they end up trading so much because they have to fight in for that res. And yeah, going early there, super, super well played by Hello Kitties, because look at all the ultimates that would have been online now for SS Sardines. They're able to use their kind of one ult advantage there and turn this whole fight around. Bastion main desperately trying to stay in it, but this Bob now on the cart gonna be pounding in this damage. I don't know how he's still alive here. Bastion main desperately fighting on this cart. See if they're able to snipe Bob on there. No, not quite gonna get there in time. But yeah, really nice aggressive play there from Ginny, ripping that early, taking out Bastion main. And then they're down the tank. They're forced to try and get that res, but no ultimates online to be able to protect anything. And that's gonna be a fight win for Hello Kitties. But decent push here.
Decent push. Yeah, I'm very impressed, and it's really exciting because that means, I mean, hey, in my comp games, 2 minutes and 41 seconds, my team has definitely been held at first point.
Oh, for sure. First point holds not super uncommon on Rialto. Especially, I mean, this first high ground, if you're not able to deal with it, can be absolutely oppressive for the defenders. Interesting to see what they. Oh wow, this is going to be quite a comp swap here. The Sombra will be interesting. Sombra's super strong right now after the season 12 patch. All those 225 healers ripe for the picking, especially with the increased virus. She's been an absolute menace. God, I can't believe they buffed her.
Noah's Ark does not like Sombra at all, and when he saw that Sombra got buffed, he's like, ah, fuck my life. He was not happy. He has a
even as a Sombra player, I was a bit surprised that they wanted to buff that. I mean, I think nerfing the support health was already such a buff, but to give her any additional damage on top of that's scary. Momo really looking aggressive here. Gotta be careful. You really don't want to trade 1 for 1, especially when they have this Mercy.
Right.
You want to make sure you're going in with your team at the same time. I mean, you have this Ashe on this high ground with the Mercy pocket, super strong. Now the hack coming in, Virus not going to land though. See if Momo's able to escape down this alley.
No,
again, nice pick on the Ginny. I don't think that's resable. No. Maybe it is. She's going for it now, but
yeah, Meeks is.
I thought she might fall into the river, but they are going to get that res. Nice res there. Bashamine trying to cover it, but forced out. Oh, and Ginny getting aggressive, taking out that. They want to get this res. Oh, but they're looking a little greedy for that res.
Yeah, they are. I like how close Jenny's getting to, like, because I see some bars who shoot like far in the skybox, but no, they're like almost.
They're playing shotgun Pharah.
Yes.
Absolutely in the face.
Now Meeks pulling out the pistol. I'm telling you, Meeks
not afraid to whip out that guy.
Yeah.
Not afraid.
Pistol Mercy, we love it.
Yeah, because at this point, I hate playing as a defender against this Pharah. There's so many angles open, and you're kind of just forced to peek down this main. And their tank, last one to die. They're gonna need a little speed to get here in time. Ginny finding the super early pick as well, and they're not even able to touch. They need to get out of here without dying. Any staggers here could be disastrous, but as far as putting in damage with the bubble, they're not gonna be able to pressure that super high as well. Ginny looking to get one more. These rockets finding their marks.
Aggressive. And the other Zarya kind of like anchoring the point.
Yeah, it's hard to walk on that Zarya, and then when you're trying to shoot the Pharah and she's getting the Mercy pocket and the bubbles. Nice pick there, but yeah, that's gonna force out res. But hey, you'll take it. Reinhardt coming back. But a lot of
Ooh,
ults to work with here on the
Reinhardt.
side of Hello
And we
Kitties.
need someone to contest,
And not a
right?
lot from SS Sardines. They get the Bob here. Gonna go ahead and throw it in. Oh, but he goes inside.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have the
Get the res
greatest
off.
angle to work with here. They're trading out a few kills. This Ryan on point's really tough to break through. Oh, but he pins off the cart. Ooh, that's tough.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel like they were close to cracking this code, but I feel like they got to be a little bit more confident in their tank picks. I mean, sacrificing so many ultimates by just swapping it up, and I feel like they were finding things that were working, and then they kind of lose a fight. Oh yeah, this mythic's kind of sick. God, the Kitsune Juno ult goes kind of crazy.
So I do agree with you. I think with SS Sardines, they are losing so much ult charge to their tank swaps. Because we saw them on Ramatra, but we actually didn't get to see a Ramatra ult.
Yeah, I think they went through
3?
I think maybe what they went through, like, they were, let's see, Winston, Queen, Ram,
and Reinhardt.
Mauga, Reinhardt. They went through at least 5 tanks.
I mean, we know
over
they're
the course of a
flexible
game.
then.
Yeah, very flexible.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. It's Hello Kitties.
It'd be interesting to see what they pick here. I mean, seeing that Far Mercy, you're gonna want to try and go to a map that's gonna be a little bit tougher to play that on. There's quite a few options there. There's a lot of maps where it's a little bit more difficult. You know, where there's a low skybox, not a lot of air cover, more of an indoor tight quarters map. But which to go to? Gonna pick hybrid. Let's see. I can never remember Overwatch. What we got for hybrid?
You got Kings Row, Numbani, Blizzard World, Paraiso. Or do you want to hit the move? Oh, you want to do it again?
Yes, we got Blizzard World, Eichenwald, Hollywood, Kings Row, Midtown, Numbani, and Paraiso. That is a lot of good Pharah maps.
Yes, it is.
You're not too afraid to play on a lot of those maps. Kings is probably the worst. Midtown isn't fantastic on second point. Definitely want to stay away from Numbani. Probably stay away from Paraiso for sure. Blizzard World is a little up in the air. Eichenwald, little hit or miss. I would say Kings, Blizzard World, or Eichenwald, I think, are probably your best bets there.
Okay.
Everything else is very high ground oriented, I would say.
Agreed. And so I do want to note, when Chef Momo picked the Sombra, I liked their target picks. Unfortunately, Hello Kitties did such a good job at peeling for their support, so Sombra just couldn't secure any of the kills.
Yeah. Unlike your ranked game, people may turn around
Yes.
in a team environment.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in your ranked games, it's a bit more of a 50-50 on whether anyone will turn around.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Midtown. I think first point Midtown is not a fantastic Pharah map. If you kind of have to either like full send it over the top of the train, which leaves you kind of exposed. There's a lot of the kind of defender space to be able to work with and hang a DPS back to be able to kind of pressure that. I think that's a pretty solid pick if you're trying to do it. If you don't want to go to Kings.
Okay. PSI is selling some tires, making some money.
Like car tires?
Yeah, car tires. Is that true? Okay, yeah, he's nodding his head. Okay,
I've just now seen my wonderful picture.
Oh, you like it? So this person, their so PSI's coworker, their name is actually Thomas. So the label and the emoji is Thomas Shooked, or shocked.
You know, I suppose that works.
Yeah. I was gonna try to conjure up a cat photo since that's your Discord profile. PSI was like, no, I got this one. This one's even better. I was like, okay.
Alrighty, both teams set here for going in on the Midtown.
Not that it's actually going to change anything. Let's see. Red spec
gonna pick the time of day.
Blue spec only. Oh yeah. Wait, did I even change it yet? I did not. Wait, Midtown. Oh well. I could ask. Let's see. I did when I was casting last time. Midtown. All right. Morning or night. Yeah, we were talking about like in comp people don't usually peel. Higgs has told us that in comp it's a 1v9.
That is unfortunately very true sometimes. Alrighty,
All right.
the night midtown vibes.
Okay, so you were saying that like since Hello Kitties is on defense, yeah, you said you were expecting like potentially a brawl.
It'd be interesting. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if their pet comp is this Farah comp, I wonder.
Mm.
I mean, I wonder if we'll just see them pick it until they can't get away
Until
with it anymore.
right.
I mean, I've seen quite a few teams kind of heavily rely on that Farah Mercy, just basically like,
Yeah.
ride it till the wheels fall off. So it'll be interesting to see if that's a bit more map dependent, because Rialto I think is a pretty solid Farah map. Yeah, so it looks like they will go a bit more brawly here. Not gonna whip out the far. Now this is
Oh,
a
this
comp
is
from
cooking.
SS Sardines.
Yes.
The the Zarya Junk Weaver. I think we saw that in the Overwatch League quite a few times.
Yeah.
We'll see what they're looking to do here. See if the early trap from Ginny. Oh, we switched sides. I gotta update.
Oh yes,
my,
yes. So
my name tags here. Yeah,
oh,
we got
good.
Hello Kitties now on the left.
Yeah. Now,
Ginny playing that ground Farah.
right. I think it's interesting to see. So we have a Reinhardt, but like the support line, I
Yeah, no
typically
speed.
no Baptiste.
Yeah, no Lucio
difficult,
or
yeah.
Juno.
It's gonna be
make
a
this Rhine feel very
slow-moving,
slow.
along with Bastion.
Zarya on this
Chernobyl-
front high ground is a little scary.
Zarya.
Getting
very
very
generous.
greedy here.
Yes,
They need to
very,
get out of
very
here.
But they got
Okay.
they got 75 charge.
That's a lot of
right now.
charge, but yeah,
but
that's you're
not
gonna
worth
get punished
it.
for that greed, and now Bastion
Yeah.
looking to just kind of walk very
Yeah.
slowly at the supports.
Anyway,
Trying to swing this hammer.
yeah.
That's gonna be a super fast fight win for SS Sardines.
I think maybe if Meeks was there with Manticride.
Yeah, I think Zarya is the ultimate game of chicken. You want as
Yes.
much charge as possible, but you really don't want to lose it.
Yeah. And with Chef
Yeah,
Momo
no
being on
Regan
Bastion,
either.
they can burn that bubble easily, especially if SS Sardines is like keeping track of bubbles. Once one bubble's down, all they do is burn that second one and then mow down Zarya.
Yeah, Zarya into these high damage comps is it's almost like you're just playing the highest DPS tank in the game, but you have no bubbles.
Right.
Because the second you pop them, they're going to get burned. So you gotta do what you can with the damage. And I believe the Junkrat trap from Ginny there finding the tank, looking very sad in his giant German power suit. But the Red's gonna be able to push them back.
Yep.
I think a good dynamite there from
Back into the trap.
17? Question mark.
Yeah, X17. Yeah.
X eyes? I don't know. Let's go with X. Chef Momo alone on this high ground though needs to be a little careful. Push the back out now. I'd love to see them rotate and take this high ground. You do see the Ashe coming up there. Mercy looking to come as well, but just like your comp game, she's been left behind.
Yup.
Onto Cart though, pounding in this damage on Manfred. Needs to be careful, those bubbles getting popped fast. Bastion, Ryan really wanting to convert on that. It's gonna force him to back off so far.
Right.
The res coming in again, and they just don't even get a touch.
No.
Yeah, they look a little lost out here. Hello Kitties
needs to. I think Hello Kitties needs a hard reset. I mean, they need to get back into spawns. And
SS Sardines playing very high tempo.
Yeah.
See the Bastion all coming out. I don't know why they bothered to put that in the game, because holy moly do I hate it. Just the completely worthless ult.
I mean, hey, depending on lower ranks, that's a 3K right there. Alright, so we got Evo with the noon. I'm kind of intrigued.
We got quite a few ults coming out here. Hello Kitty's basically coming up on everything. They've been so out-tempoed this game, they haven't had time to get anything down. And that's, again, another early pick. The Tyre coming in here. Gonna find everyone. Ginny with the 3K ult there. Tire's super hard to spot sometimes. You gotta be absolutely on top of it. And unfortunately, no Suzu coming out there in time, and it's gonna catch 3. Chef Momo needs to be careful. They're chasing so deep for this though.
No, we had
Fred is so close.
Yes,
they need to get out of here. Oh, nice move from the Junkrat, but they're still going to be able to get that. The pin, and now he's on top of like 3 people.
Yeah,
Evo up top. They are going to trade it out a little bit. But now it's a 3v3, but they do have res available if they're able to secure the space.
I think
gonna bring back the tank.
Yeah, as long
Ginny
as
hiding behind, gonna find 17! Absolutely 1 health!
Yeah.
No, you're gonna find the finish as well. They are gonna trade out Ginny.
No.
Oh, the nano getting cancelled is
but
heartbreaking. Bastion Maiden needs to be careful that they have this window available. Nova's like in the back line right now though, such an awkward spot. Looking to get this full rotation out now. They're still just kind of split in the awkward spot. Big grab coming in, but no one really there to be able to convert on it. They are going to be able to find the Bastion main though. It's very weird spectating a Bastion and Bastion main, and they are not the same person.
No, they are not. Maybe they're inspired.
Maybe. We'll see the switch over to the Winston here for Bastion man.
Interesting. I wonder if Winston is just because like Winston is technically a soft counter to Zarya. But
I think it's
that's about it.
This last point, it's a little weird to play Winston. Not a lot of high ground to be able to convert. They are able to use it to force off this. Ginny's super weak. They need to turn around and fight him hiding in this corner. They are going to get the conversion there. That'll be an early pick. Bob going in deep to the backline here. Oh, he's gonna
just
destroy me.
Goodbye.
He's glowing all the way blue, looking to get these finishes. Someone signed Bob to a team that ain't is clean.
Good pick on the Ana.
17 able to find Evo hiding for the recontest as well. You see the Bastion coming out. Tire would need to be a 5k.
No.
But not able to get there. I mean, credit Hello Kitties. They were able to pull that back from being an absolute disaster. Absolutely massive time bank going into 3rd, and they were able to stabilize quite a bit there.
I think SS Sardines might have had a little pep talk after the first map. So we're
sometimes just not going into Pharah can make a world of difference. Yeah, we'll see if Hello Kitties opts to go for it here on the offense.
I've also been told, so Keeks has said, Pharah comp, like Pharah Echo double flyers, are typically harder to counter because in lower metal ranks, the mechanical skill to aim up in the air isn't there, and so that's why you get a lot more free value.
Yeah, the Pharah comp's typically very low effort to high reward ratio when you're not able to get contested by some of these really good DPS players as you get higher up. We are going to see the Echo coming out here on offense, perhaps. Let's see if they opt to go double flyer or if they stick to this Junkrat here. I do love Junkrat. It's a very silly man.
Junkrat is like Junkrat and like Wrecking Ball are perfect. Like when I think Overwatch, interesting characters, I think they fit the essence of Overwatch.
He's a goofy guy, a real goofy guy.
Can
opt with a pretty similar comp here. No speed on either side for these brawl comps.
Maybe I don't know. I'm a Lucio and enjoyer, so I'm sad to see there's no Lucio, but
yeah, a lot of low ranks teams opt to favor just a bit more healing and that res potential. As you can see, there's a lot of early picks in these fights that are able to be brought back with res. So like the Mercy reses have been super valuable.
Good,
Bell coming out really early there. We'll see if Hello Kitty wants to aggress off that. Form also being forced. They're just being pushed back here.
Right.
SS Sardines kind of walking all over them. Chef Momo's form is going to end now. They might have this res available, I'm not sure. I'm not going to opt to go for it either way. To get out of here and stabilize. Bastion main cannot die here, he's got to get out. They would have had a good recontest, getting way too greedy there. You absolutely cannot stay in for that. Yeah, good nade forcing the block.
Yep. So, Ginny has the first ult out of everyone. So
yeah, that is a fast Tire.
Yeah. We shall see who gets the Tire play of the game.
Got 5. 5-minute time bank going into the second point. It's a lot to work with. We are going to see the soldier swap.
Soldier swap.
I think that's a good call. Go into the double hit scan here. It's going to help mitigate this Echo as well as this Junkrat. It's going to have a bit of a harder time kind of peeking out to shoot these long-range mines.
Yeah.
This next fight's going to be really, really important. Kind of the first alt fight here. SS Sardines just getting their first round line, but it's the Mercy ult.
I have a feeling that X17 is going to throw Bob
We're going to see the first Ginny in here, maybe looking for the tire off this side.
Yeah.
Bastion Main's identified them in this hallway though. Oh, but he's going to get caught super early. Form not even coming out. And the dupe onto the soldier here. He's going to have visor available already off the big pulse rockets. And that's going to force them all the way back into spawn.
Right. I think...
yeah, we see the switch again here from Bastion Main.
Yeah, SS Sardines, they have another touch, especially with Bob. Bob can hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds.
Tire coming in. Yep. Looking to find anything. Chef Momo sniffing it out early though. It's pretty weak. Gonna come from the side. He's able to finish it off as well. Bob holding it down on the cart, and they're able to pick out Ginny too. That's probably gonna force a backup here from Hello Kitties.
A soft reset, which honestly is the break that SS Sardines need.
Losing Zari there's a bit tough. You really want to get out with that charge. So a nice find there from SS Sardines.
Right. Now we have Kitsune. I'm gonna presume that Sardines are gonna use Kitsune for this next team fight. I'll hold some info. And we have the Orisa swap. I think that's to maybe counter or a little bit from the Reinhardt.
So it's really early pick on the Kiriko. It's gonna make it tough for Bastion Main to find much space here. Just Mercy heals available. Gonna be forced to shield bot a bit here. But I think they're giving maybe a bit too much space up. Yeah, you really don't want to let the offenders get the high ground completely uncontested, because now this is gonna be super hard to walk back into. Basically gonna have to burn Kitsune, but they don't have time to contest the high ground and the cart here.
No.
You have to take care of this Orisa, but Orisa's so good at standing there and not dying.
Yeah, with the fortify, the
looking to find that Mercy, and Chef Momo gonna be able to find the shots onto it. They have the Kitsune now on cart, looking to swing. Orisa falling super low, but the spin gonna keep her alive a little bit longer. They are gonna find it now though, and that's a good fight. I mean, Chef Momo finding the key headshots onto that Mercy there. You need to be able to take out that high ground, and taking the damage boost off of it is a big part of that.
And I think it's good that Chef Momo showed restraint and didn't just insta-pop their ultimate after they got it.
No play of the game hunting here. Very very reserved, very patient play here. Now a lot of ults coming into this fight. We're probably going to see at least 5 or 6 here, I would guess.
Yeah,
but I really don't like them giving up this high ground for free.
So I'm wondering.
I know you're a little bit worried about the cart, but you got to contest that high ground.
Maybe I could also potentially see it as like them trying to play for their Sardines, playing for their DPS.
Oh, but the Shatter coming over the top! It's absolutely massive. It cancels the tire as well.
Then.
The Res gonna get canceled as well. Bastion Main going absolutely insane with the jumping over the side Shatter. They were not ready for it at all. That is going to be an absolutely massive fight win, only using 2 ultimates there. And the tire and the duplicate and the Valkyrie just completely wasted on the side of Hello Kitties based off that really good Shatter.
Yeah.
We're going to see the swap over to the Ashe here off the Echo. And now you have to deny this high ground. You can't let a pocketed Ashe get up there for free. You really got to rotate Bastion
Chef Momo is up there, so at least somebody is contesting that space.
It's just, you gotta contest that.
Oh, Chef Momo was gonna I mean, it's understandable.
Big anti-nade, gonna force the Suzu super early as well. They nano the Orisa in. Gonna be able to probably build ult in this time, looking for it. Has it available now.
But going up
really
against
only
the Bob
near Bastion
and
Main, not gonna find a lot there.
No.
Instantly falling afterwards. The Bob putting in absolute work.
Yeah.
Ginny on the cart, gonna be found by this Reinhardt. Yeah, not resetting fast here. They cannot get staggered here. You absolutely cannot get out.
You either walk on cart and just die.
You gotta leave. There's enough time for a recontest. If you die here, you're basically giving up the game. Evo finding one. And there is no res
Wow.
available. That is a big pick. I think
Mhm.
not cleaning up these people on the high ground is possibly really going to cost us as Sardines here. They're now able to just kind of get this recontest Orisa back on the cart now. Pin going to come in, not finding anything, and now he's really, really deep in the backline. Anti does well. Really good Bell going to come in there from Firelight to keep him alive a little bit longer, but he's just dancing with his shield back there. Now you do see the Kitsune Reaper in, always a scary sight. They are going to find a few picks here. DPS carrying from the side of SS Sardines, finding these picks. Trading back and forth a little bit.
Wow, X17.
Everyone on Hello Kitty's real weak, now just the Orisa alive, and it's looking like SS Sardines is gonna clean this up.
Yep.
And they are, I think, oh man, leaving those two on high ground almost really cost them, but they are able to get those picks and finish it off, and that is gonna tie it up 1-1.
1-1. Woo! I'm thinking the logic.
Oh, it wasn't the Rhine Shatter.
No, wasn't
I'll
even,
ride every day for my Rhine brother. Absolutely robbed.
It wasn't even a 3K from the Junkrat.
That was a pretty big rocket into the visor kill.
Yeah.
I guess I'll let it slide, Overwatch.
I mean, you gotta thank your Mercy player. If you didn't have that
That's
nice, juicy pocket, who knows?
Alrighty, now we'll see the type
so
pick going over to the SS Sardines, and we will see the map pick going over to the Hello Kitties. See if they opt to go for. I think who had Hello Kitties had the first map pick, I believe. I believe they picked Rialto, so we'll see if they opt to go for more of a poke map.
Okay.
We're gonna see Morgie come back in for.
I think we're gonna see another Far
Mandaford.
Mercy for push.
Yeah, push. I think pretty much all the maps are at least a little Pharah compliant.
Yeah. So, let's see. I think Hello Kitties knows that they gotta pick a game mode. All right, I'll swap over as we wait a little bit. Lobby. Okay, so I do agree that SS Sardines should have taken that high ground and like not given up the space for free. However, I don't think it was actually that kind of logic, but I was wondering maybe the Reinhardt was just playing for their DPS and letting them get those nice long sight lines, which, I mean, you could say they could have gotten those sight lines even better if they were on that high ground.
That's what I would say. But yeah, I think when you're playing a Rhine comp without speed, pre-fight positioning is just so important because you pretty much only have probably just one pin reposition to kind of dictate where you're playing in the fight. So I think taking, like, you kind of want to force them to funnel into you on that Reinhardt, right? Because you're not able to chase without a Lucio or a Juno. So taking that stairwell and forcing them to walk into your Reinhardt, even if he then gets forced the pin out because he doesn't have the speed, I think is still really valuable. Whereas him sitting on cart is just not going to find a lot of value. I mean, you can shield off your DPS for what it's worth, but if they're taking off angles, even that's not super effective. I think you'd find a little bit more success by looking for that rotation. The Caliseo pick.
And then so they went morning. Okay.
Let's see. I think Caliseo probably the worst Pharah map out of the four. Maybe New Queens. Pretty similar. But I'd say definitely worse than Runasapi or Esperanza. That middle area, kind of tough to play far into. You don't really want to play inside those columns.
No. Okay, let me swap back. Alright, Evo is ready. Firelight is ready. I always have to double check that, like, they're on different teams. Sometimes
not on the same team.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like. Oh man. Oh, Bastion
main on the Mercy.
Mercy. Okay, I'm assuming that's a troll pick. Yep.
I see they're dialing in on the troll pick meta.
That was. It is. I'm excited to see that. it feels like a close matchup because a lot of the games that I've seen so far have either been like 4-1s, 5-0s, and it's refreshing to like have this kind of head to
Yeah, a
head.
lot of the first week ending in
Mm-hmm.
5-0s and 4-1s, so it's nice to
Mm-hmm.
see a bit of a nice back and forth match here.
Mm-hmm. Now, so Titanium, we call the bot Kevin. I don't know why. I don't know where that came up. But instead of saying who has bot, we're like, where's Kevin? Where's Kevin?
Morgie coming out on that Roadhog again.
Oh, they're doing. Did you say that was like an Overwatch league where like Life Weaver pick?
I don't believe Lifeweaver's ever seen playing the
Okay, okay,
Overwatch League.
okay.
But we'll see. I mean, there are a lot of high grounds. I do think Lifeweaver is much more viable after the rework. The pedal coming back
Mm-hmm.
down makes it much easier to use as a team. And
Mm,
Morgie has a really nice hog skin, so I don't think
right.
you can really blame him for
Oh
picking
man,
that.
I'm so happy we did. I've been in some tournaments where there's no skins. It's like, come on, we spent our
No
hard-earned
skins, no
money.
fun.
Yeah.
Chef Momo with the
And then
Lego
Bastion
Bastion
main,
skin, just objectively the
clutch.
best.
Yes. Agreed. First
Early
up.
hook,
Yep.
yeah, really, they're able to
But
keep
good
him up.
stabilize.
Half
Mm-hmm.
coming in from the side, but the virus not going to find anything. Morgie has this hook back online. A hook here could finish Bastion Mate. Needs to be a little careful.
Mm-hmm.
Trap coming down and the hook onto
Oh.
XCI, but they're able to get the finish before the conversion comes
Kind
through.
of
But they are
even-
going to trade one for one still. But they have the Mercy Res available. She's going for it. Evo desperately
Right.
looking to try and find it to cancel, but not going to quite get there in
Yeah.
time. So that is going to be SS Sardines up one going into this fight. Going to force a bit of a back out from Hello Kitties here without their tank.
Right.
Oh, and they're going to find Evo really late.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. That a slight starter pick. No, I think does a wave count from like spawn? I mean, I guess I don't know if you have heard of that. Where like if
For
someone
the
dies,
wave respawn.
yeah, the wave respawn. I don't think they'll get it. But...
I believe the... Okay, wait. We're seeing the finish on the Bastion main here early. That's definitely not going to be resible deep in enemy territory. Virus going to be found onto the Mercy. She's super weak.
Yeah.
But they're going to force the Sombra out just before they can get that finish. But still deep in enemy territory. Insert fighting for their life, trying to get out here.
Trying to get out.
They are going to be able to sneak out. Firelight needs to be careful though. They're going to try and Kitsune to chase him down. They're just desperately running here. Everyone. Oh, the max range hook.
Wow.
They are going to be able to find the Ash, and that is a big stagger. They're going to buy them a lot of space, but the Reaper getting a little bit greedy there. And if the Res is able to come in... Well, it looks like the respawn's already coming. Oh, Hook going to be just short to hook the Bastion out of this. Using the worst ult in the game again. Evo able to teleport out.
Yep.
We'll say Juno with the high clip size able to pretty easily mark the Sombra in stealth.
Yes.
Definitely a strong point. The hack coming out of the Mercy here. Fire's gonna convert as well, and no one is there.
No one's there.
It's looking like my ranked game's fallen early, but they do trade out the Sombra for it. But the Reaper ult coming in here from Ginny, Bob coming in, everyone hitting Q at the same time. Trading out ults here, but it's
And I
looking
think
like
that's in favor of Hello Kitties.
but Bob able to hold it down a little bit on cart.
A little bit.
X17 fighting, but it's looking like, I mean, they kind of won that fight, but it's looking like SS Sardines is basically going to be back fast enough, and I think the Hog is a bit further behind. Yeah, the Hog's still coming all the way back from spawn, but I think this is, they're kind of just going to be forced to get back out here. You really don't want to take this fight. Early shout though. But Ginny,
I think
you did not want to get caught here.
I think
you
it's
just
better
wait for
to
your
like
Roadhog,
back up.
take this middle area fight.
Yes.
Now the Sombra's lurking. Looking
Ready
for the hack on the
EMP,
Mercy here again.
following
EMP,
up
it's
EMP.
absolutely massive. Gonna catch all five. Chef
Is the
Momo
team
falling
there
really
to follow
weak,
up?
but they're not quite able to get these finishes. They do get the Mercy
there
ult,
we
and they
go.
are able to find two.
Which will
That's
be
gonna
good.
force a back out.
Yes.
Yeah, and just using that tree and the EMP there, really good fight win, and getting a cleanup pick there. That's gonna force another stall a little bit. X17 needs to be very careful. We are gonna see the swap over here. Bastion main absolutely hates using ultimate abilities.
No.
Yeah, much bigger fan of just
swapping-
trading out tanks instead. Oh, but he's getting really aggressive here. His team is not really here to support this. He needs to be careful.
Interesting.
He's gonna fall super,
a little
super
too
early. Not quite a coordinated
Mhm.
push there. I think they. You really want to be able to use the Juno ult there, but they're just a little uncoordinated on the push. Desperately wanting to touch. I think before they get that first checkpoint cap. That's going to end up costing them quite a bit now because they're going to get even more push while they wait for another reset. You need to be careful with this hook on the side, weaving in between the DPS. Hack coming onto the Chef Mobo, no virus follow-up.
Okay.
Fashion main now back in the fight.
So, I did swap to Ana, and I like that because, like, I wonder if we're going to see the Ana. I mean, even if you get the nade and you force out
X17 looking for the early Reaper out here. Gonna get a few people no, but no finishes. They're looking to chase onto this Hog here.
Right.
That Mauga into the Hog gonna be a nice matchup. Hits E and all of a sudden he's unkillable. And this Hog getting to about half health. Super scrappy fight. Everyone's kind of all over the place, but Ginny with a really nice Reaper out there. Able to find the entire backline.
Backline, which is huge.
Fashion main, he does have a bit of healing with this. I can't remember. Overdrive? Over? What's that ability called? Cardiac. Cardiac is what that's called. I don't know where I was going with over.
Overdrive? Yeah, I think it's
it sounds like that ability. I believe it. Yeah, again, no tank available. X17 needs to be careful. You don't want to get hooked here, and they are going to get the hook. He's looking to get aggressive. He's getting a lot of that lifesteal off. And they're not quite able to get these finishes. XCI getting away with absolute murder here. The Juno Gold coming in, giving them a lot of space to work with here. This Mauga, absolute menace powered up with extra DPS. That's gonna force a backup, but still only one kill found.
I mean, honestly,
Sombra looking to get a trade out pick and getting out.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a really nice pick there from Evo. Needs to be careful though. Did get
I think a soft reset
marked
from
on the way back.
Kitties.
Gonna try and get out through this mini side. We'll see if they have the awareness to shoot him here. Oh, they know he's here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's gonna translocate out. All right, so that's gonna be a full team fight back. Hook not gonna find anything early though. X17 on this really nice off angle. Tree gonna get forced super early. A lot of ults to work with. We'll see if the EMP comes out here. She's looking for it, but the Reaper are gonna come early. Great ult tempo. EMP gonna be there to cancel the cage, and it is gonna be enough.
Yeah.
It looked like SS Sardines had such a commanding lead in that fight, but a good EMP to cancel the cage and be able to trade off picks instead, and that's going to be a fight win for Hello Kitties.
Now, I would say they might have kind of over-ulted, like, Jenny could have kept their ult, but I feel like they're building ultimate so quickly that it's okay.
Yeah, honestly, keeping this tempo when you have... If you can keep the bot kind of on their side of the map and keep this first checkpoint super strong. Now the tank very split from the rest of the team here. We'll see how they approach this fight. Able to get the really early pick there on Momo though, caught completely unaware of the Hog coming from main. They're able to turn on him now. We'll see if he's able to get out of this. Has the Kiri with him. Still scary to walk on a Hog no matter where he is. Hook coming from Diva, gonna get her about half health. Both teams just kind of spread out all over the place here.
Yeah, it's a bit messy, it's a bit scrappy, but no one's pushing Kevin either, so... Oh, okay, there we go.
Evo gonna get caught out here. I think that'll give SS Sardines enough space to get this back over halfway.
Maybe?
They will get the early respawns, though. Now we have the Kitsune and the Hog ult here available for Hello Kitties. Very scary ult combo. And again, the early pick coming in there from Morgie. Just finding these hooks. Bastion's got to do a better job of being able to follow up and eat this. They're going to trade out for the Kiri though, so that's a nice pick. They do have some ults to work with here. Could see an aggressive Nano or a Noon here. Jenny teleporting into the backline, but immediately forced out. Something needs to pop here. We see the Noon going to make everyone scatter. Sombra on the side looking for a hack. Going to be able to cancel it up. And he's virused and the hook. Bastion main with a really nice eat there. Gonna save that from getting converted. Now the Hog getting a little bit low on cult here, which is going to trigger the tree coming out. Now we see the Nano, everyone hitting Q at the same time, but no one dying. We see the Juno ult as well. It's looking like Overwatch 1 here on the point.
Yeah.
You can't see anything. They are going to find the Hog. Now hunting the Sombra on the side angle, the Reaper inside, everyone's still, and it's looking like SS Sardines coming on top. Very heavy ult fight.
I mean,
but we are going to see a big... Oh, Morgie just going to completely overlook the Hog ult there and just go ahead and switch to Zarya, favoring the counter pick over the ult there.
I think that's a good swap. And it's still winnable for SS
tough to find a lot of Hog value with the Diva Matrix in your face. Yeah, Sardines gonna be able to cap this first checkpoint now. Looking a lot even
still
than
winnable.
it was
I mean,
just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and you bomb to like make space.
You need to hope Hello Kitties over ults here. That is gonna be too Gonna trade that out for basically none. I mean, I think you
Mhm.
kind of had to do a alt econ fight, right?
Right.
You knew you were
I
super down in tempo, and I think,
yeah. I don't know. I
but yeah,
think they could have held it a little bit longer, forced time down a bit more, and then ulted. But I see what they wanted to do.
Zarya getting pretty high charge, super scary in the Kitsune here. Bubbles coming online very quickly. D.Va gonna fall, gonna force the remake here. Not gonna get caught out. It's looking super greedy for this crunch. You gotta be careful here.
Yep. But
Or are
Zarya
you
is
finding the kill?
walking
And
in the
hacked up! You gotta be
background.
careful, you need this mech back! Your team needs you!
No.
So greedy for the crunch!
Mhm.
And the team is just gonna crumble while you're looking for that. You gotta be careful, don't get too greedy with that crunch. And that is gonna be a map win for Hello Kitties unless we see the absolute heroics come out here from Chef Momo.
Oh.
But just full
It's
team alive
just
versus
a
Overclock is really tough.
Mhm.
They are gonna trade out here. It is an even fight, but no tank available on the side of SS Sardines. They are getting back in this better than I thought they would.
Yeah, they're doing good at touches, which is important.
Yeah, everyone weak now. Bot gonna walk back a little bit to them. They have this Reaper on the side here, but their tank's so far away. Gonna see the Wrecking Ball swap. Make sure he gets back here. But this grab getting online could absolutely end the game. Oh no! They don't quite stay on the bot. It's so tough when you're so weak without any tank there to save you from the damage. You're trying to just kind of touch it just a little bit every few seconds.
Oh,
that's
beautiful.
that is a good looking skin.
Tokens.
Nice little EMP to open up the Reaper ult, turn off that defense matrix.
They comboed EMP Reaper ult quite frequently, which worked well. Right,
yeah, that's gonna be Hello Kitties going up 2-1.
Right. This is where we ask him bio break in here. Also, so Chef Momo wanted to know if they get a map win because production took too long. It took 20 minutes to set up. I told him no. I told them no. Good try though. Good try.
I gotta fight for what you can, you know.
Yeah, true. Maybe productions will get a -1. I'll take the negative hit.
Production moving down on the power rankings this week.
I would just round it. I like. Okay, so I'm gonna try to find where I can promote and put it in. So I know I did an announcement, so I'm gonna. That was a good overall fight. I do think Hello Kitties had the overall better tempo. I like that SS Sardines tries to problem solve. Like, okay, this isn't working. They're not afraid to swap, which is really cool to see. But sometimes it's like maybe swap after you get your ult, because sometimes we'll see some of them at like 98 or like 80% ult, and they're like, nah, I'm gonna just change it up.
Yeah, I think with the swap to Overwatch 2, I think you see a lot of the times with how prevalent counter swapping is with just the one tank. I think some players fall into the trap of thinking that you just kind of always have to counter swap, and I think without having the kind of experience coming from like Overwatch 1 where you can try and counterpick one of the tanks, but chances are you're not going to be able to fully counterpick the entire comp. I think you sometimes see a lack of almost creativity in like counterplaying within the play rather than with the character. Sometimes I feel like teams feel like they need to swap their entire comp to be able to beat a certain character or a certain playstyle, when a lot of times you can just kind of adjust how you're playing instead, and that allows you to save a lot of your ult economy. And then if you do need to swap afterwards, you win a big ult fight and then you kind of lose because your character v character matchups aren't super fantastic. But I think sometimes throwing those ults away can really be tough, especially when you're going into matches like this that are so close. I mean, one key ult can absolutely be the difference in an entire map.
Oh yes, agreed. Ultimates and then like picks. If you get an early pick in a fight, or if one of your teammates end up staggering.
Yeah, and I think it's important to recognize kind of which ults are okay to swap off of. Like when we see the
Mhm.
Roadhog swap there, I mean, Whole Hog, first off, not the greatest ult in the world, but when you're
No.
going against like a diva that's probably going to eat half of it anyway, it's not as kind of disastrous to throw that away versus if you're, you know, you have a stronger ult, like you have a Shatter or a Grav or something like that, or you're close to a Ramatra ult.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
those are fight winning ults right there. Those
Mhm.
are like, if you use this ult correctly, you should give your
You
team an
should.
absolutely massive advantage in the fight.
Mhm.
And swapping off those, you really need to think hard about whether it's worth it for the
Worth it
rest
or
of the
not.
game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get a quick
Quick
water
water
refill
break.
while we are on break.
Well, I do that. I am go. I need to post her. Oh, let's see. I got to post. So I'm on my phone, so I can actually post. So I can actually advertise or stream to all the good people. Oh. Uh. Okay, I'll do that. Chef Momo, I will do that after this tournament match. Will do after tournament match. Okay, there's a little bit of downtime. Oh, can you type in, since the winning team was Hello Kitties, say Hello Kitties game mode question mark. I'm sure somebody will answer. Thank you for this. Hmm. Okay, let's see. What else do we have?
We have control.
Oh, oh, they want
We have,
flash point.
I think, control
Please.
and flashpoint. All we got left.
What? Oh, move, and then find. Yeah. Chef Momo's not bad. Okay. All right. We have what? Okay, we are R. Okay, let's see. Sardines, which map do you like?
I think in general, flashpoint, the maps are pretty similar. Saravasa, maybe a little stronger for a brawl. New Junk City has a few long sight lines depending on the point, but I think in general the maps vary enough that I don't think
Mm-hmm.
one map is dramatically stronger for
Stronger
any
than the
certain
other one.
comp. Now, New Junk City is ugly and brown, and Saravasa is pretty green. So I always pick Saravasa
Yeah,
personally.
I was gonna say if you're going off of aesthetics, I do agree.
Oh yeah, we
Servasa,
get the
yes.
Saravasa pick.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes New Junk City.
Yeah.
Boo hoo. Let's see. We see Cherry
Woo.
sub
So
in
Chef
here.
Momo just wrote real. Our tank has a 13-hour shift timer. He's cooked. Oh.
Alrighty. Hopping into Flashpoint.
Okay. All right, we're gonna swap back to casting. We get to see
See if
current
we can get
scene.
a dramatic 2-2 here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, and the endorsement and the heart. Okay. All right. I still did not set off me.
Like
Copy this.
17 picking the Sombra early.
Hey, you never know with these early picks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They always try to bait you early. We are gonna see probably the first casted tournament match with the new speed out of spawn on the new Flashpoint.
Okay. Just copy the super announcement. That's fine.
It'd be interesting if we see Morty come out in this Zarya. I think we saw Hello Kitties only playing the Zarya when they had their other tank in.
Their other tank? Yeah.
Evo very proficient at spamming the type Echo voice line.
I think they both play Zarya. Ooh. Got the Venture.
We're gonna see the Juno coming out here. We do have the speed available. Both kinda brawly comps. I mean, SS Sardines very brawly.
Yes,
Hello
very, very
Kitties,
brawly.
Little spread out.
A little poke. I think.
Getting super aggressive here. Nice shout in
No
there. Gonna be able
way.
to find the Venture super early. That dig does take a second to get off. Not the instant escape like a Reaper shift.
Right.
That's gonna be a super fast fight win for SS Sardines.
You almost have to like a game of chess. When you dive under with Venture, you have to do it like 2 steps earlier.
Yeah, and a nice wall gonna catch the Venture early, but they are able to get away this time. Gonna go regroup on the Mega.
Evo gets a good pick off of SS Sardines, and
yeah, Evo showing out on this Echo. Gonna find 2 kills early. They do trade out the Venture, but it's still gonna be a +1 in Hello Kitty's favor.
now the key in Flashpoint is to do a quick reset and not trickle.
Agreed with these, with how fast this point takes. I mean, you saw like SS Sardines won the first fight and then lost the second fight very fast, but still already at 50%. They're gonna get super aggressive here. The insta speed into the shout. They're really trying to get on top of the Zarya, but the bubble's gonna keep her relatively healthy. We see the duplicate come out and a super early Graviton surge combined with the Reaper. Gonna clean that one up really fast. Duplicating the mythic skin, now that's some good value.
That's cool. I didn't know you also duplicate the skin. I thought it was just a baseline. Wow. Like,
Evo basically just made $80.
True. Wouldn't it be cool if you played Echo and that's how you get the skins, is you have to copy people's skins?
That would be sick.
That would be kind of neat. I don't think Blizzard would make money, but
Probably
cool
not.
idea.
SS Sardines coming in here with 4 ults. They need to use something. Blizzard gonna come in early, but these bubbles and the Life Reaver are gonna keep
Cleanse
everyone
it
out
out.
of the way so far. You see the Juno ult, gonna make it dangerous to fight on point, but we see the counter ults coming in here. Excavation coming in, doing a lot of damage. Gonna be able to find a few here. The Reaper ult coming out, but immediately canceled.
yeah.
And that's gonna be a really rough fight for SS Sardines. That's gonna be 3 ults in the hole and a point lost.
Alright, Chef Momo swapping over to the Bastion main. Now I
Trying
do
to make it a little more confusing for the casters here.
I do like that the Flashpoint has this nice speed boost when you come out of spawn now. It's a bit of a
Yeah, the
like
speed
quality
is
of life.
nice. Alright, we see the Reinhardt here, wanting to go even faster than the Queen.
Yeah. I like the
See if
Reinhardt
they're able to
against
do it.
Zarya. It's a nice soft counter. Kind of denies her charge ability. Now I think both carries are gonna Kitsune on this fight. Yep.
Yep, we see the dueling Kitsunes. Both teams seeming okay with not super taking the fight, but that is going to be the Reinhardt getting in there, deciding to be the aggressor here. Gonna find the swings onto the Echo. Gonna find one more as well, but getting super low, traded out, but his team's able to clean up the rest.
X17
That's gonna be another
just
first fight
popping
cap.
off. Yeah. Really took advantage of that Kitsune. Oh, 4K? Wow. Five player streak.
Hunting for that play of the game.
Now we have Evo.
We see the Junkrat swap.
Ha.
Can't go a full game without some J silly action.
Junkrat's gonna be a great shield breaker against the Reinhardt.
We'll see. They have a duplicate here. See what they're looking to use it on. No
I
speed
hope they
available
duplicate
for
the Reinhardt. Yeah. Some Riving Rhine action.
X17 finding the flashbang, but not quite able to finish off Evo, and that's going to be a super early pick. But Chef Momo falling off the map. Not sure what happened there. I missed that one.
Yeah.
But that is going to force a back out. But no ults used. So they are going to have a decent ult bank coming in here. Probably going to be able to build up possibly to 3. That Shatter is going to be the key one if you're able to land that on some people. Remember, no longer Bell cancelable.
Right, no. I
As
would like to
Kiriko on the
see-
flank here.
Yeah, oh,
looking for
there's
the
a Ryan
pick.
copy, yep.
And she
Going
is
in
going to find it.
aggro.
Finds the pick on the other Kiriko. Noya getting super
good
aggressive
fire
here. I
strike.
love to see it. The fire strikes
The
coming
Shatter.
through. The Shatter going to
Good
be
job.
backed, but they're basically kissing their
At
own
the spawn door.
Meeks
fell off
dying?
the
What is going on?
Hey, who needs a
This
Lucio
map
when you can
apparently
fall
greased
off
up
your
a
own
little
map?
bit. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Very slippery edges, it seems.
Maybe
Bashing with the Shatter. That is going to be the key to this fight, I think.
Hello
They're a little
Kitties
bit
is like,
split
yeah,
coming in here.
we got a good Shatter coming up. If
Bashing
you count the bubbles,
back. Oh, Shatter not going to find anything, and the
No.
grab is big, but they are able to get a few conversions off it. The junk nades coming in, finishing everyone super weak. And that's going to be
that's just
another
a fight
win.
cleanup.
I will say Bastion main building back up to 40% of that Shatter despite just popping at the fight before. But still, going down 2-0 on Flashpoint is always
It's
intimidating.
gonna be rough. So the way, oh man, with the way Flashpoint works, SS Sardines is gonna need to win 2 maps in order to like take the map win. And then we have Jenny with the tire. Let's see where this value comes from. Create some space.
You're dancing around on the wall right now.
Yeah, oh, good.
Gonna get caught out early. Chef Momo with the mag grenade. Not mag grenade.
A nade.
16?
I think so.
Something like that. We're getting some of the
Yep.
swing. Early
We'll
high
have
noon
another
gonna come out
Kitsune
here.
follow
Bell
up.
as well, not gonna catch anyone. They have the Kitsune on point. It's so hard to push into the Zarya and the
Right.
Kitsune.
I think maybe the Sardines are just kiting it, and then they'll rush in with their Kitsune. That's my guess on the
Yeah, I
on the
think
fight
that's
plan.
absolutely the correct play. Oh, but losing their tank is gonna
Tank.
make that impossible. Gonna force a complete back out here.
Then they're
X17
gonna need to
looking
have
for
to
anything.
reset.
But with the full team there, it's hard to get those kill conversions.
Yeah. Run, Sardines. You need no staggers here. Ah,
Sardines trapped in the can, getting
and,
staggered.
yeah. This is where it kind of snowballs.
But X17 finding that Evo.
Mhm.
That is going to make this a 4v4. The Ana's still coming back,
Ana's
going to
still
turn it
coming
quickly
back.
into a 5v5 for the SS Sardines. Have
Maybe-
the ults work with here. The Shatter,
Right.
again, I think it just all resides on the Shatter. You need to find something here.
The Shatter and the
He
Rush.
spins right into the Bastion trap there.
Oh, bubble blocks.
Shatter not going to find anything again. Bubble blocks.
And I don't even
It's a
think Morgan
heartbreaker
was
there.
like
Pinned
trying
onto the
attempting to block.
Zarya.
Oh, but they still make the
They pick on
space.
Ginny. They dupe the Reinhardt here, and that Shatter is going to build mighty fast, but they're able to knock him out early. Bashman pinning it deep there, so weak. And this is really scary.
Right.
Hello Kitties only need to win this fight, and
Right.
they're going to be able to
You
take
can do
the
a
map.
grab tire. I can see that coming up.
Yeah, I think this is
No, I
probably
mean,
just going to be
Oh,
it.
just a cleanup fight. I think maybe the
Probably
grab
going to be
from
able to
Hello
grab
Kitties
the
might
touch.
just right get to
Cherry
stop the
Soph
touch.
being able to sneak in there, get this last second touch, toss the Kitsune down on
Yeah.
point, but it's looking like too
Grab
little
the
too
hold.
late. And that's going to
Yeah.
be Hello Kitties going up 3-1. Now remember, points still
3v5.
available for SS Sardines on this final map. God, they refuse to make a good Zarya skin.
True. See, I mean, they gave her one in the battle pass, and it's still pretty
God,
low. Ah.
that battle pass one is a stinker. That is a
They did it
stinker.
dirty. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, we'll see what the final counter pick is here. We got what, Control coming up.
Yes.
A lot of options for Control. We'll see what they opt to go for here.
Sardines with
I will say interesting. The Warrior Cats. Our first 2 matches were played on the exact same 5 maps.
Yeah.
So a bit more variety in these games so far. We'll see what they opt to go for here. I think we've seen a pretty diverse comps from both teams. So I don't.
Yes.
I think you're probably looking for your comfort pick rather than a true sort of counter pick map here.
Yeah. I definitely see so there's a lot of poke and there's a lot of brawl. what I'm noticing
Yeah.
from both teams.
Haven't seen
Um,
any team
any
try to really
try to
go
do
for any sort of
dive.
Winston Doom or ball
Yeah.
sort of comp
Well,
here.
SS Sardines
Li
attempted
Zhang.
Winston, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
I
the
don't
Winston didn't
think.
end too hot for him.
Yeah, yeah, it didn't have necessarily the team composition to follow up, and then also what they were going into as well was pretty rough. But
Alrighty, the Li Zhang Tower.
yeah.
Oh, wait. The last
Oh,
second swap to
oh,
Samoa?
oh, nice.
Hey,
Mafia.
I'll take it. My hot Overwatch take is that Li
Mm-hmm.
Zhang Tower is the most overrated map in the game. I
True.
personally I can't stand it. It's my
Yeah,
least favorite control map. I don't like it.
kind of
And I
boring.
feel like it's like
Mm-hmm.
the default scrim map, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan personally. I just think it's a little much. Honestly,
yeah.
Samoa, kind of a new favorite for me. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
big fan of Samoa.
It's
Very
pretty.
pretty map. I feel like the maps
Yes.
are pretty diverse. I think they play
Mm-hmm.
pretty well.
I think this
I'm a
is where
fan.
like Anna takes vacation, right?
Probably.
Maybe, or maybe it's Paraiso. I know there's one highlight where she's just sitting down there with the drink in her hand, giving you a toast, a nod.
Yeah, I'd go on vacation here.
Mm-hmm.
Chef Momo all the way out of spawn on this McCree. Map taking a second to get started here.
Heck yeah.
It'll be
Chef
interesting
was
to
like,
see
"Hey,
what
I've been
we.
waiting 20 minutes."
Yeah, he's ready to get in
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Which again, everybody, we do appreciate your patience while
I think this.
unexpected setup.
Yeah, I think this is one of the prettiest maps in the game. I love this
Mm-hmm.
big lava pool.
Yeah, and I like the jump pad. It is humorous. I
Jump
see
pad.
in
Always
comp.
love a good jump pad.
Yes, in comp, sometimes if teams are vibing out, they'll just jump on the jump pads together.
I think they heard us call for the
Mhm.
Winston pick.
The Winston. See, okay, so this is like a Winston brawl. You want to use your jumps for disengage, not to engage, because there's really no escape. And your bubble management is going to be super important. I mean, it is just in general
Yeah.
when you play
I'd love
Winston,
to see
but
a
even more.
Kiri or not a Kiri, a
A
Lucio or a
Lucio.
Juno with this though. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like you have all these characters that really want to be able to be sped on the enemy team, and it's a little bit
Mhm.
tough when you have this mercy pick.
Yeah.
See what they're able to cook up here.
Winston.
Winston
Okay, Jenny
Overwatch.
on the Junkrat Evo with that nice soldier. Oh, I think it's gonna be a soldier mercy pocket. Yeah.
X17
Oh,
on
we
this
got the
early
jump
flank.
in.
Bubble coming out super early here. You gotta be
Early, yeah.
careful though. They have so
Mhm.
much damage.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be very careful with how
Yeah.
aggressively you're jumping and when you pop that bubble.
Well, and the other thing,
He on point here.
Bashman needs to play
He
with
needs to
his
be healed up
DPS.
here.
Mhm.
He forced the bubble out. That's their major tool on offense here, and they're still gonna be
Yeah.
able to find him, not able to get him healed up.
I think the Reinhardt would be a better pick with the composition that SS Sardines has. It's going to be really
they get
hard for the
Rez
team to
there.
follow up, especially if they're going
Very
to dive in.
farm energy.
Well,
Oh, and these
the
late
Junkrat
picks are
spam.
so brutal.
Hmm.
That junk spam, you really want to go height against those, in my
Right.
opinion. Going through this Junkrat that's already set up to
It's gonna
spam on
be
this front door is
really rough.
really tough.
Hmm.
You have the speed to be able to rotate high. I think that's absolutely the move. You don't want to funnel through a corner here.
And Cherry already with Valk. I think it'd be a good engage fight, but
Oh,
oh,
man.
Jenny's just getting some nice
Full res
picks
that,
off.
but still
Spam
really early
picks.
pick. Bashing
The
going
jump
so
in.
deep here. They're gonna force the ult out. But Morty
On
getting
point.
caught kind of unaware. The rest of the team decided to just completely leave. Tyre not gonna find anything. A nice timely fade there from X17. Rez gonna come in. Oh, but Meek's accidentally flying out of range there. Not gonna be able to quite convert that. And that's gonna be a reset now from Hello Kitties. They do have quite a few ults to work with
Yes.
here on both sides.
I am predicting there's going to be another matching Kitsunes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Kitsune will be guiding a lot of
A lot of
here.
people.
I'm
We
gonna
have
say
the
match
Reaper.
Fire Light now, being a little bit patient.
Yep,
Need to be
there
careful.
it is.
Kitsune X17 looking to get in there with his ult.
Burning bubble.
Visor on top of point, but really no one to shoot at. Everyone just
No.
kind of left.
Everyone took the
We're
Kitsune
gonna come
and
back
ran.
in and finish him out. Yeah.
Yep. No, Morgy does have the grab, but there's not really much to combo unless you like use your like Jenny's concussion mines into it.
They spawned over to the May here, which is a little interesting.
It's
Maybe
interesting,
trying to
yeah.
stop this Winston
think-
from jumping back out.
Maybe, or
Oh,
like
with
to
the really
block
early
the
pick.
Bastion.
Ginny just able to find these really nice flying follow-ups.
Junkrat
That's gonna
spam,
be
what
two
can
down
we
super
say?
early. You probably do not want to burn any ults here. I think burning Primal would be a mistake. I mean, it'll buy you some time. If you can trade grab for it, I think you take that every day.
Right. Now I think they should contest or point a little bit.
Yeah, kind of got caught in between there. Not really doing much of anything, but it's gonna force a reset here. Oh my gosh! And again, finding these really early picks is gonna delay the recontest even longer.
Oh no. X17 trying to wraith out, but just that was a good wall from Evo.
Practically in their spawn. Yeah, and
No, we bubble
that
out
trap
early.
Gonna force the bubbles super early.
Almost like a 12-second
Make it tough to get
cooldown.
in here.
But have to be patient.
Ginny on this flank, he wants the tire here. He's waiting patiently for them to go in. Gonna pop it now.
Go.
Looking to come from behind. They hear it. The Reaper on
Yep.
top of him now, so he's just gonna trade out for it.
Yep.
Good awareness for X17 getting
That's
on
good.
top of that.
I think it's a good trade.
Blizzard coming in deep here. Does Winston have jump available? He does, but now
Ooh,
it's
but caught the Curie out.
Curie not quite able to get out. And the Winston getting glocked down by Meeks. That's gonna be tough to get back in. It's gonna be on the Reaper to touch here if he can make it to point.
We have Chef Momo trying to find space on point.
Where did the Reaper go?
Backline.
I'm not sure how he got there, but yeah, not gonna be able to make it back to point to touch there. That's gonna be a first fight win for Hello Kitties. I mean, at this point, this is definitely a mental game, right? You lost the last two maps, you're down this one. You got to be able to kind of stick in it. Think about how you need to adapt here, what adjustments you need to make. I mean, each map and control can play so differently that like winning the first map definitely does not guarantee you the fight win.
I am surprised to see that Bastion main actually didn't swap a lot. They like hard committed on the Winston, and I feel like maybe if they had played it a bit slower and allowed their DPS line to brawl with them instead of diving in the backline, they might have gotten a bit more value off of that synergy.
Yeah, the issue with not having the speed and running the Winston there is the Winston can get on top of targets, but your DPS really can't follow up very quickly. So you kind of have to play it super slow, which is really just not what you want to be doing with someone like Winston. Like, you want to be able to find that fast value and get on everyone at once.
Now we both have Far Mercy
coming out, yeah, from both sides
teams.
here. So he was able to get the better of it. This could be a potentially pretty long stall fight here.
Yes.
Definitely seen teams kind of choose to play on both of their sides and just kind of wait this one out before.
Yeah.
Bell gonna come out, making this a little bit dangerous. Oh, but Evo getting the pick there, and no Bell able to save that res is gonna force the back out. But Chef Momo finding the pick onto Evo,
Meek's getting a
but
nice
they
res.
get the res instead. Morgie pushing up, taking advantage of this space, forcing that Reinhardt back, keeping their team nice and healthy. Now the far back, this can be really tough to push into.
Oh, I'm gonna get another pick.
That stalemate
An
can be
early
absolutely
pick.
brutal. They should have the res available here, as long as it's safe enough to res.
I do wonder.
They want to get the swap.
Yeah, I
so-
wonder. I was thinking in my head. I was like, I wonder if Chef Momo is going to mirror the soldier.
Yes, now we have almost near comps, except for the tanks here. Evo getting caught out early. The team not quite ready to go yet. They are going to have res available for that. Bastion may make sure they're healthy. But Ginny getting in there. A good bubble going to keep them alive long enough to get the Kiriko, but they do trade them out. No, you're getting weak there on the off angle. But yeah, Bastion main getting caught out. No speed available to get out of there. And that's going to be...
It's gonna need
now
a
you're
reset
kinda
from
low on
after
percentage here.
Sardines.
You have a lot of ults available, but this is starting to get a little bit scary. Gosh,
Still
again, them
winnable.
finding that early
Yeah,
pick. I feel like they're just not quite walking in as a team here.
Yeah, they're a little bit too sprawled out, but then again, Reinhardt's really only shielding from
A lot of ults coming out.
himself.
Weird Kitsune. Let's see if we get the shatter here
Kitsune
as well.
Visor. Looking
Yeah,
4K.
the Kitsune Visor just absolutely gonna clean up there.
Ooh,
They
Chef
do have
Momo.
the grab here. Oh no.
That's
The 5K coming in there for
5K.
Evo. Do have the res, so that stagger's not gonna hurt you too much.
No. It's still winnable. But
if Morgie's able to build up this grab soon,
right.
potentially grabbing a few people off point could force some desperation touches, but Bastion Main is able to make it.
We're
They're gonna
throwing
get a
bubbles.
fight here.
Grab
See the
out.
grab, but it's pretty much just the tank. They're able to clean up the Pharah.
Right. Oh,
But
and
Bastion
Ryan.
Main falling super low. Firelight's forced to TP out there because there's so much damage from Ginny.
And it's just so hard for Bastion Main to find a pick because they're getting picked from all different angles, left, right, behind, front.
Yeah, seeing really good combination DPS play from Hello Kitties there. Ginny getting everyone weak, and then Evo doing a great job this map of finding the finishes.
Oh,
Looking
Evo.
absolutely dominant here. We'll see
Level
the
at 5.
Tourney visor here. And check this guy's PC. His aim doesn't look very natural.
Are we auto-locking? Nice. Nice usage of ability. I think it cuts off here, yeah. Okay, Chef Momo, you have been saved.
Still a good fight. I mean, I feel like the 4-1 makes it look very lopsided, but I feel like up until maybe the last two maps, very even, could have gone either way.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Overall, well fought from both teams, and looking forward to see more of them in the future.
Now, we'll ask the winning team, Hello Kitties, if they want to if they want to get interviewed, and then pick our like MVP for tonight, and I'll make announcements for that. You can just write in general. You can at Jenny and at Firelight and see if anybody on their team. Or no, yeah, actually no, just Firelight or just Jenny. My bad. And ask if anyone on their team wants to interview. I guess while we're waiting, do you have any ideas on MVPs?
Man, that is tough. I feel like Hello Kitties had people kind of shine out on different maps. I feel like Morgie on the Roadhog was really effective, finding a lot of picks. I mean, Ginny, of course, is going to show up a lot in the kill feed when you have that Mercy pocket on the far. Of course, you are. Evo, of course, showing out on that last map as well. I mean, pretty well-rounded performance from the team overall, I'd say. It's gonna be tough to pick, to be honest.
Yeah, last time I
performance
casted, I was
pretty
like,
much everyone.
one of the Mercy players. I was like, Wheeze did nothing. Was a solid Mercy on circuit, and pulled out the pistol. And I think Meeks and their Mercy play was nice and aggro. Ooh, Meeks would like to interview.
Yeah, as well as, I mean, I think throughout the series we saw a lot of value from those reses as well. I mean, it seemed like they were getting a res pretty much every fight. It seemed like, you know, both teams had that extra life in their back pocket. Mercy's doing a great job of securing those, and tank players and DPS players doing a good job of making sure that space is available to get that up.
So yeah, on Hello Kitties, and part of me is like, we gotta give some love to the support players, because we've been giving quite a few. Oh yeah, we can. Perfect. Are we dragging the other person or no? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. So even though it says PSI, it's actually Marielle, and then we have Thomas.
Hello.
Hello. So how this interview is gonna go is, your name that you prefer to go by, whether it's your battle tag or your Discord, the role that you play on the team, and then what you liked or just comments about tonight's matchup, and then what you hope for in future weeks.
Right.
Who wants to go first? Certainly may.
All right, I could take it first. So I go by Meeks. I am our team support. And I really enjoyed the synergy between my team today. Between their team, they definitely held us at quite a few points, and I was sweating to say the least. We were just having fun, going around, and that's what I kind of hope for the rest of this tournament, is seeing how well the teams actually work together. We had a lot of fun, especially with the map picks as well. SS Sardines did a very good job.
Yes.
Alright, so I was Bryn previously, but I'm Jay Jonak now. Hashtag I love him. Come back, please. Uh, I play support. Yeah, that other team really gave us a really good challenge, I would like to say. Like
Mhm.
I tried to get a lot of the flanks and the off angles, but I was
Mm.
constantly being contested there. I really think they had a good ult economy. Like the Midtown game was very challenging. Very
Yes.
challenging.
Yes, absolutely.
I really had fun. Like I loved the synergy between the team and their team as well. I loved seeing a lot of the picks that came out. I
Mhm.
love seeing the Mercy pick. Used to be a
Yeah.
Mercy main myself.
A little bit
And the
of guilty
Glock
Those
for a little bit
meeks.
of Glock mercy over here.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We saw a little bit of Mercy 1v1 for a moment.
I should have nanoed. I should have nano Mercy.
Ah, yes, yes. Now that's cast
Maybe
worthy. Next
right.
time.
Uh, we'll do it next game.
Okay,
Next game,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, I want to keep seeing like the fun matches, the challenging matches. That's what
Mhm.
I look forward to the most in this.
Yeah,
Well,
so I'm
you.
interested
Mhm.
with your guys' first map pick. You picked Rialto, which is not I feel like the most common map pick. I don't see it super often. Typically more of like a counter pick map if you feel like your poke is really strong. I'm
Mhm.
interested. Is that a map you guys feel like you're particularly strong at, or a map you practice a lot?
Oh yes,
It's
we like it.
yeah.
We
We
Oh,
like
love
it.
Rialto
you
for sure.
love.
We get a lot of our flying characters out on there, a lot of off angles with Ana that we can take. Like to see the Sombra come out a little bit, get a little bit of
Mhm.
poke in there.
Mhm.
So we really love the Rialto pick for us on our side.
I love seeing the widow picks.
Mhm. Yeah, Chef
That's my favorite
Momo.
part.
Woo.
I
Momo got
love a
some
good
picks.
Widow.
Mhm. What's
That off angle on the mega. Ooh,
Mhm.
that made me panic a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Your team though did not pull out the widow, which I was.
I think we started Evo on our
On.
Widow,
Oh,
and
you did.
she
Okay.
got a little. I think she got a little contested at the top
Oh,
there on
okay,
a high
okay.
ground.
It was like first two, like one or two shots, then swap. Maybe that's what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
a lot more confident in the Ash, so she's a really good
Mm.
Ash. So we've seen a lot
Mhm.
of value out of her.
Yeah. You land those fat dynamites, and next thing you know, you got Bob in like 30 seconds. Well, you guys did really phenomenal. It was such a joy to cast, and we wish you guys best of luck in your next matches to
Thank
Thank you
you so
so
much, and
much.
we had a lot of fun.
come. Until next time, GG's.
Thanks,
GG's.
everybody.
Absolutely. Thomas and I will figure out what who the MVPs will be on both teams.
Can't wait to hear it. I think both teams definitely deserve that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great job, guys. Okay, Thomas, let's make a quick picks. All right, so Hello Kitties. Who we thinking? Meeks with the Glock Mercy. Uh
Personally, I'm ride or die for tank. I mean,
Tank,
I feel like
okay.
the tank was doing a lot there. Even especially we saw a lot of counter picking coming out from SS
Mm-hmm.
Sardines, swapping up the tank a lot. Adjusting to the different matchups can be really tough on tank, and I feel like Morgie was finding a lot of value on that Roadhog, especially on Coliseo, just constantly
Mm,
finding the picks. And on a map that
mm-hmm.
close, I really feel like they were kind of the difference maker there. But I'm
Okay.
a little biased. I love a good little tank play.
Yeah, I do like Tank, and I feel like Tank needs more love. And I feel like they did well to make space for their DPS players to pop off and shine.
Agreed.
Okay, so we'll give it to Morty. Not yes. Say it with confidence, and you're right, or something like that. And then for SS Sardines, who do we want?
Oh man,
We
I
got
feel
the
like
Bastion main, who flexed all the tanks. We got Chef Momo, who was an actual Bastion, and also the Widow picks.
I feel like
And then
personally,
yeah,
I'd give it to X17. I feel like
yeah.
they were very very consistent finding the value. I think
Mm-hmm.
Momo had the pop off widow plays, but I feel like in every single fight I just saw X17 getting
Consistency.
a lot of value, putting in the work on the Ashe, swapping over to
Mm-hmm.
the Reaper, just
Right.
kind of
Cool.
always a factor in every single
Mm-hmm.
fight. And
Yeah.
I think that consistency is really really important on
Right.
DPS.
Yeah. And they did put work also on Cassidy too. When we saw it on the
For sure. I
Flashpoint.
mean, playing
Mm-hmm.
playing very aggressive, you got to be willing to take those duels, have that, you're the best in the lobby mentality to really be effective on DPS, and I feel like we definitely saw that from them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will conclude tonight's stream with SS Sardines MVP being X17, and then Hello Kitties with the Morgue. Well, thank you, Thomas. It was an honor,
Yeah,
and I'm really
absolute
glad.
pleasure.
I appreciate also your patience as I get this unfamiliar setup. We
No
even had
worries.
like 30 minutes early, and I guess I needed just a bit more prep time, but it was an honor, and I hope to see you in the future. You are a wonderful
I'm
caster.
sure I'll be back.
And hopefully, maybe you and Osman can match up a
Yeah, we'll
schedule
see if
because I
we can
know.
find the time to team up.
Hmm. Yeah. Until next time, GG's.
Yeah, thank you.